Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Today I'm just going to pull a song message off the community board just to clean up the community board a bit, okay? I may be doing these this way going forward. I haven't quite decided. I know the holidays are so busy for all of us. I'm trying to do something simple, okay? But thank you so much for being here, all right? Take what resonates and leave the rest, okay? And yes, I will include the lyrics as well, all right? Assuming that it's YouTube friendly. Okay. So the song that came up for this one is Bad Religion's a song called Hello Cruel World. And it's off the album called True North. Okay. This one popped up about a month ago. So that might be a significant timing identifier. Okay. Let's see. We have some dates and numbers as identifiers. January, July, August. January heavy, okay? The number 22, 4, that happened twice, so that might be very significant. 22, master number, life path number, 4 might be significant. 35, 8, 16, and 7, and also the year 2013, okay? As far as names and initials might be identifiers here, doesn't have to be, but Joe, Greg, Brett, B, G, G, J, G, and B might be significant, okay? A lot of double consonants, okay? So that might be an identifier in someone's name as well, okay? I definitely got a sense of void stage of awakening vibes here, specifically for a nihilist, atheist, skeptic type of energy, okay? This is very reminiscent of where I was back in my journey when it all began in 2021. Well, technically it began much long before that, but as soon as my ego had died and been reborn, right, you go through those stages of awakening. This is definitely the void stage, okay, which is, I don't know, 4 or 5 stages in, I guess, okay? It's hard to remember. And being humbled not to fight where your higher self wanted you to go, okay? And what is healthy for your mind, body, and spirit overall. That and the truth exposing what kind of placebo that really is, and really just a mask to avoid who we truly are energetically. That was also the time when I hit dead ends with the tangible mind, body, spirit healing methods, because that's where I went first. Given I was kind of atheist, okay. I mean, I'm an agnostic, but yeah, I definitely was more rigid before that. So I got back to being agnostic again and being more humbled. And I had realized I had gone through this before with suicidal ideation at the age of 12 and grieving a second love's death at 24. For me, 12s, 3s are all very significant. So that was definitely personal to me. So there might be some synchronicity there for you, okay? I naturally tried the same methods as before. Of course, the global sharing communities online weren't there yet, at least in the way they are now, right? And was limited to what was local. So when ego death number 3 rolled out, it was a right time, of course. Life path number is the same, 3. And I say that at 3:33. Hilarious. Okay. 3s might be significant for you. And it happening in a more modern age, it took less effort and time to find a better match to what I was experiencing. Not one person in my pre-awakenings, aside from total strangers on the internet, truly understood, okay? Not that even could go, not that that could even go as this, but as, because it's sort of like a go where no man has gone before type of deal. And many of them were dealing with their own stuff, whether they were aware of it or not. Okay. I did happen to peep that and realize that. I'm like, oh, okay. They're on something different. They can't help. I ended up finding the right rabbit hole, or rather spiral, because healing isn't linear or dark in reality. It just feels that way when the mental body is involved, especially involving the fear of the known, unknown, and freeze, flight, fawn, all of that, okay, and bypassing type of responsive stuff, right? That knowing confirmed, and that false narratives couldn't keep up with, okay? So I get this energy. Learn about that stage, okay? In the education playlist, we should have a lot about it, okay? And assess where you are, all right? This is one of those learn by experience type of deals that your higher self is urging you to discover so that you can develop your birthright gifts for purpose. Not to be spoiler alert, okay? It's sort of a beautiful thing when you realize that during the void stage. You're like, oh, it's really like that? I'm overthinking it. Duh. Well, let's go do that. So I kind of cut to the chase on that for you. Apologies. I'm sorry. All right. But learn about that stage and assess it, okay? Take your time. Do what you need for balanced self, okay? This is a job for the soul, so the ego can hop in the back seat for a minute and nap while the soul drives your vessel off-road, okay? Now, the ego will want to wake up and bitch about directions out of fear of getting lost. That's totally normal, okay? Flip the thought, all right? I used to imagine the ego as a bunch of kids in the back seat going, are we there yet? Are we there yet? And Mom, brother's touching me, the quintessential bickering, society describes everywhere in popular entertainment. I forget where that brilliant example came from now, as back then I was just beginning my overall training, okay? But that was one of those things that kind of helped flip the thought a little bit, adding humor out of frustration, right, as a healing tool. I forget, let's see, all right. Use all the resources here on the Traversing the Unknown library, on YouTube, Patreon, and Instagram, guys. Okay, there's tons. I spread it out, depending on what each platform is best for, okay? I treat them all as libraries. They will intuitively lead you to so many others, okay? You got this. I've always contended that the more stubborn the ego is, the harder the ego death, and I'm kind of living proof of that. So I get it. It took 4 decades to realize what the F I was getting myself to do, right? So don't beat yourself up. It happens in your divine timing as needed for whatever intended reason, okay? It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. It's not about the destination, it's about the journey. All that jazz, right? Okay. All right, so I'm going to read you the lyrics now. Okay, it's not too long, good. I can't stop the way I feel, but I can penetrate your religion with a nail. So maybe somebody's definitely been dealing with religious trauma growing up. You are mine, and we are twine. When we radiate in waves together, everything is fine. Hello, cruel world. Do you know that you're killing me? I don't mind, but I could use a little sympathy. I've been blind as a fool can be. My dear cruel world, do you ever think about me? I can feel so alone with you right here, and yet I turn to you for comfort in my despair. You are dust, and I am bone, and I will love your endless gaze of madness until I turn to stone. Hello, cruel world, do you know that you're killing me? I don't mind, but I could use a little sympathy. I've been blind as a fool can be. My dear cruel world, now I know you are my everything. Please forgive me. Hello, cruel world, do you know that you're killing me? I don't mind, but I could use a little sympathy. I've been blind as a fool can be. My dear cruel world, now I've made a mess of everything. So forgive yourself, okay? Take it easy. It'll be all right, I promise. Just do the work. Love you guys. Bye.